everyone, welcome to this channel. Now if you know me, you will know that not only have I got my glasses on today, there we go, there they're off. I've got loads of like allergies and things, and I'm using myself as a bit of a human experiment. Now this is something that I'm now offering as a service, is food intolerance testing, and it's not a piece of hair that's got God knows what going on with it. This is actual food intolerance testing where we use your blood, and I'm going to do myself a test, and then you can see what goes on, what happens, and I will come back and I will tell you what happened with the results. Just going to let my dog out of the into the garden. Look at them cute kids. I'm going to show you what the results were when they come back. Now, I know for a fact that I'm allergic to milk and gluten, but they're the IgE tests, okay? This is IgG, so it's like the longer term effect. So IgE will be allergy reactions that happen quickly, and this is IgG. So things that, hang on a minute, let me read to you. There's a list of symptoms. So if you're suffering with, I don't know if I can read that way around, abdominal pain, aches and pains, acne, bloating, constipation, chronic fatigue syndrome, diarrhea, eczema, fatigue, my big one, irritable bowel syndrome, itching, fluid retention, headaches, hyperactivity, migraine, nausea, rashes, rhinitis, sinusitis, stomach cramps, tension, tiredness, weight loss or weight gain. So if you're somebody that goes to all the weight loss groups, can't lose your weight, then this might be an option for you. So I'm going to talk more in depth another time, but this video is really just to show you how the testing works. So you get a little box like this from me through the post. You obviously have to get in touch with me first, let me know that you want one. So this is what it looks like, and inside here we have a lovely box like this, and in there I'll show you. So we've got something that you take your blood with, and a very important message. Now you can't have this test done if you've got any bloodborne illnesses such as HIV or hepatitis, things like that, and you can only use it if you're a certain age. Like you can't use it for under 2 years old. Instructions for use are already in there, a pen that you need to write on the form, and a prepaid envelope where it goes back to, goes first class, and then the results come to me and then I discuss them with you. So on my form here, I'm going to go for the 150 plus. I'm going to tick there which one it is I want done. So the tests are all the same. You collect your blood in the lancet, and then you tick on here what one you want. But obviously, you know, I do that for you. Or if you just want me to send it to you through the post, then that happens too. I have a very long list here of all the foods that it's going to test. All your typical ones there, meat, cow's milk, etc. Instructions are here. I'm going to draw some blood. If you don't want to see that, I suggest you click away. I filled in my form, a little pen to write your name on here. See, there's a little, I'll show you, hang on. So inside here, I'll show you this. You can hear my washing machine going. I'm really sorry, it's Friday night, that's what we do here, we're rocking and rolling in this house. Okay, so in true medical person style, I've got some lancets which you prick your finger with, and you fill it up. There's all stuff here, look, sterile wipes. Oh, they give you a little plaster, that's so sweet. So you've got your sterile wipe, and then inside here is a little tiny weenie. You screw the cap off like that, and in here is a very small, you can see how small that is compared to my finger, little thing that you fill up with blood. So that's what you basically, I'll show you against the size of my hand. Here you are, it's tiny. So we only need that amount of blood, and then we pop it, when it's filled up with blood, back in there. Name goes on there, everything goes back in, including these, because they're going to dispose of these for you nice and safely, and it goes off to the lab, and then 10 days ish the results will come back to me, and then I email you and we talk about what's going on, make you better. It's groovy, isn't it? So my box is all ready to go in the post. My finger is feeling absolutely fine. Nothing major happened there. And I'm going to just dispose of the wipe and stuff like in the bin. You know, that's okay to do. But you do put your lancets back in there and they dispose of those. And yeah, and I'll come back and tell you how we got on with the results in a few days' time. Hello everyone, so I'm back here again and I've got my results of my test just a few days after, and it's quite amazing really, because I had a really bad reaction on Sunday when I went out for a meal. You can see that on another video, and I'm not overly shocked at what we found on the test results. So here they are. It's very exciting. So it's labelled up here, food intolerance test. I took the one that's 150 plus. And it's got the date on there that I got the results. And if you see here, we've got red, orange and green, which is like traffic lights, isn't it? Green is okay, no problem. Orange is be a little bit careful, and red is do not have. So I'm going to run through those with you now, and I'm not that surprised. So cow's milk has come up, as well as sheep's milk, goat's milk, egg white and egg yolk, because they separate those because they have different things in them that you might react to. We also have yeast, which is a big one, massive, because yeast is in a lot of baked products, but I don't have very many baked products, so that might not be too difficult for me to be aware of. Red bush tea. Now red bush tea, there's a bit of a story to this one. I started drinking that when I was trying to like find something to drink, and I really enjoyed it. A lot of people go, ooh, it's horrible, but I really liked it. So I was having the red bush tea, different hair today, red bush tea, and it was giving me a real bad headache, like instantly afterwards, like within a few minutes. And I thought, So after a while of really being able to marry up these symptoms, I decided, no, this is not good. So I decided to cut that out and didn't drink it anymore. And on here, it's come up as a definite intolerance. So what this is measuring, in case you didn't know from last time, it's the IgG reaction, which is different to an allergy. Allergy is where you can get, you know, an instant reaction. This one can take a little while to show up. But generally, if you're feeling a bit blur, a bit tired, a bit, I don't know, you've got sort of tummy symptoms or something along those lines, then often it can be a food intolerance symptom. Anyway, so yeah, red bush tea, Brazil nuts, which is a surprise, and it does have here gluten. Now, being that I lead a gluten-free diet, they would have been likely to not pick anything up. So the fact that they have picked it up, I'm guessing that I've had gluten. What I would say though is, if you're going to have something like this done, don't reintroduce a food that you think you've got an issue with just to get the result on there, because I would never do that with gluten. Also on here in the orange category, you've got dandelion and burdock, which is a bit odd. Grape, which is, they separate the different wines. So this has got Pinot Grigio, and also red and white Zinfandel mix. So that's rosé, which is my favourite wine. So that's not going to happen. Place and Soul, beef, soya bean. So what does that leave me at the coffee shop? No cow's milk, no soya bean. And hibiscus. So hibiscus is a bit of a random one. I don't know if I've ever had any reactions to that before. So what does this mean? This means that I'm going to have a bit of a diet change, and I'm quite happy to have that diet change because I do want to feel better. I've got lots of things that I want to try and adjust. However, if this is something that you're interested in, I will be making a whole other load of videos on this, but it is something, a service that I'm now going to offer, is this food intolerance testing. I'm also going to get my hands on some IgE reaction tests, which are actual allergy tests. So that's what I took. Do you remember seeing that video on the milk allergy one? Yeah, so that's those, and I can pop those out in the post to you. I haven't got a page set up as yet. I might have by the time you watch this video, so look down there, and I am going to head you over. And in fact, actually, yeah, we're coming up really soon, and you can get in touch with me there and let me know if this is something that you would like to have done for yourself, so that you can find out which foods to avoid and which foods are you're quite okay to eat. Obviously everything carries that risk of saying go to your GP. In my experience, I probably would rather try and manage my health myself, but as a disclaimer, we have to say that sort of stuff. So I'm excited to start my new regime, cutting out all the things and feeling better. and I'm really excited to try and share that with some of you guys. So let me know if this is something that you want to get on board with, and as well I can also talk to you about getting some sort of consultations online, so it doesn't matter where you are in the world. At the moment I'm not sure if I can offer this out to anywhere other than the UK, but I'm going to look into that and see if I can, because I'm sure if we sent it to each other, like if I posted this to you, and rather than you posting it directly back to the company, because the postage and packaging won't cover that. Anyway, talk to me about that if that's something that you want to do and you're from the States or Canada or wherever. So I'm sure we can do this. It's a brilliant little test, just a finger prick as you saw, and yeah, I would recommend it, highly recommend it. So as well as that and my chats to you online, one-to-one, if that's what you want, please get in touch with the link down there. All right, you take care of yourselves. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you really soon.